This street was not the same place for me. I'd wandered up and down it for years, seeking something to drink, something that I could take to a meadow yard for a few dollars for cigarettes and wine, someone kind enough to give me food when the hunger cramps finally came on. Now, it was a lost scripture, a chapter in a Bible beyond humanity's comprehension, because they didn't know the Bible just keeps being written as long as humankind exists. It didn't end with John's revelation, though everyone would rather believe it did. But just because you put a cover on something doesn't mean the story is finished, does it? I thought about how many more chapters there might be to the Bible that the majority of so-called Christians know nothing about. How many books of Ethel, or how many books of Luther, or Gregory, or Big Dog, or whomever? How many books of Old Lazarus, for that matter? Because there had to be other encounters on this level. There had to be other humans who found themselves in moments frozen in time, vapor-locked in a split second with decisions to make and consequences to be faced. How many have sought a coin to flip to decide which road was bad and which led to higher life? How many had taken the fruit from the other tree with a metaphorical serpent whispering half-truths into their ear? How many more had found divine inspiration in their whole life being torn to shreds by the idiocy of the world as it is, or was becoming? Man, I was thinking so hard I didn't even hear the two ladies walking up the sidewalk. At the corner there was a bus stop, and I imagined they were headed there. They were dressed business casual, which meant they likely had semi-professional jobs that started in the late morning. Bank tellers, second shift, I thought, for no particular reason. They walked past me, giving me the look that I'd come to recognize all too well. It was the look of guilt and disgust commingled on a human skull. Not knowing if I was a beggar, a bum, a killer, or a child molester, as these things are randomly swirled in a big mental mixing bowl to become undecipherable from each other. I expected to lean in, head toward head, to hold a supposedly secret huddle with each other, followed by quick, sarcastic giggles, creating the basis for a great story later at work, or even later at the bar. But today, they stopped. They'd taken 3 steps past me, sitting on the row house steps, and they stopped, and they turned around, and they walked back to where I sat. I was sort of taken aback. I'm certain that I had confusion stamped on my face, and perhaps even the guilt and disgust combination. But I never got the chance to offer any line of questioning as to their motives. The one on the right, a tall and willowy black woman with light gray and pink striped blouse and charcoal slacks, pointed at the ground in front of me. "Sir, are you hurt? I think you're bleeding," she said. I looked down. There was a small puddle of blood in front of me. I checked myself with pats over my torso, then felt something warm running down my forearm. I held my hands up and looked. There was blood running from the inside of the gloves. I quickly stripped them off, and both of the women gasped. I did also. I couldn't help it. There were holes in my hands. Not cuts, holes going clean through. I held both of my hands up before my face, and I could see one woman's face through the hole in each hand. The shorter woman on the left, in a blue long-sleeve silk blouse, black long skirt, and blue short heels, gasped loudly, seeing the stigmata.